What's up, Yugi Scrubs? It's Burn Baroni Chan here again, but this time we've got something other than Burn, and it's still fun. Don't worry about it. It does physically hurt me a little bit to play something other than Burn, but this deck's a ton of fun. We got zombies here, but people have a similar build with mine. But it's basically, it's all around Zombie World and Rivalry. It's Rivalry of the deck. It's so much fun. I don't even have a side deck for it. I'm sorry, guys. I will come up with one, but I'll put it in the comment section. But right now, it's just, this is fun, and I want to show you guys.
I just got a kick out of the fact that you were like, dude, it's a zombie. And then you pointed, it's like, I'm like, that doesn't look like a zombie.
I'm just pointing, because you pointed the camera down.
Yeah.
I play 3 Shiranu Solitaire, because duh. 3 Unizombie. It's a great card. I use his first effect a lot, actually, to discard. The only problem is a lot of times he'll get too high of a level. That's the only issue I've ever had with this card. Otherwise, he's a great card. He's foolish and a discard.
And you can't. I didn't know this, but you can use both of his effects in the same turn.
It's once per turn each effect. Then obviously you play the 1 Gozuki, 3 Mizuki. That's right. I'm commoned out. I haven't rarity hoard yet, but I'm sure they're on the way.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're on the way. So this is the first time I've ever actually had playing zombies, and it's a ton of fun. This is a new card, I'm pretty sure. The Banshee. I love her so much. I see a lot of people playing 1. I really like 2 because I need to get to Zombie World with this deck because everything functions around it. Otherwise, I honestly don't have many plays. Then I'm also playing the Doom King. 2 of them, don't play 3. Everyone else plays 2, but that's because it's good. Don't play 1 either. This card's recurring. It's a great card. How to get out Doom King, most common ways, through the Glow Bloom. Glow Bloom's so good. Pretty much, this is what you hit with Unizombie. With Unizombie, for his either first or second effect, you're hitting these 2 cards. So if you don't have Zombie World, you're hitting this. If you do have Zombie World, you're hitting this pretty much. So run 3 of these. It's a great card at 3. Even though you only run the 2 Doom King, Glow Bloom's a great card. It's a good tuner as well. So you're going to want that. And then Zombie Master, great card. And then my 2 hand traps I have are the Ashes. I wish I had the Ogres. I'll show you later what I would sub out for the Ogres. But I honestly, if you guys watched the last video, I had evenly matches. One of the things I had to trade away was my Ghost Ogres, but I'm hoping to get some more for Christmas. So, but it's still the cards I have in right now are still really good. And honestly, if you have Ogres but not Ashes, then you could just swap the 2. So that's it for the monsters. There's a lot of monsters in this deck, but they're all so powerful with each other, and they all search each other, and they're constantly going in the grave. It doesn't get bricky. I have very rarely ever actually bricked with this deck. So,
and it's also worth noting that zombies are usually a deck that play a lot of actual monsters because they need to. Yeah, it's part of the archetype. So yeah.
Twin Twisters, I love it. It's back row hate because this deck does not do well with negation. I also don't play. What's it called? I forget. Call by the Grave.
Yeah. Call
by the Grave. I don't like Call by the Grave. It feels dead, and this deck can get hand trapped. That does suck, but it has ways around that. But back row hate. This deck definitely needs it. Instant Fusion. I love Instant Fusion. It is a good card. Only played 2. I don't like 3 for some reason, and this has been my entire Yu-Gi-Oh history. I'll draw into both of my copies all the time, and I don't know why. I play 1 Book of Life. I've seen people play 2. Don't play 3, definitely. But this card isn't very good early game. It's kind of to help extend your plays after you've set up a bit. So it's kind of a dead card if you have it first because you need to banish something in your opponent's graveyard to use it. Monster Reborn, because duh. Soul Recharge, because duh.
Broken in zombies.
It's so good in zombies. And then the Secret Rare, Foolish Burial. You need it. Thank you, Lucy.
You're welcome.
And then the Heart and Soul of the deck is the Zombie Worlds. And 2 more ways to get to Zombie World.
Nice.
It's So I actually forgot about its second effect that monsters can't be treated unless they're zombies. So you play True Draco with this deck, you're going to win. You get out Zombie World, and then you summon Banshee, because she also protects Zombie World. And then they just have to go through way more resources than it's even worth to try and get rid of everything. So it's a fantastic card. And then when you use that with Rivalry, there are so many times. There are other decks that play Rivalry because they're so cocky about their own types. But this ruins it for them, and it makes their Rivalry play against them. Everything in here is a zombie. Even the hand traps are zombies. It works.
Ghost Ogres are psychic, right? They're not. Or Ghost Ogres is... I know Ash is a zombie.
Ash is a zombie, though.
Okay.
So it's fine. Another thing, so if you don't know what Doom King does, I don't know why I didn't mention it, is so he comes back every standby phase if you have Zombie World out. Another reason why you need Zombie World is whenever a zombie monster activates its effect, you can negate it or banish a banish a monster. Yeah, one monster on the field or in the graveyard. So you can actually activate his effect off of a hand trap. So if you ash something, you can chain to it and banish something on their field as well. So that's a great combo. And then I play Back to the Front and Call the Haunted. This should be another Back to the Front, but I honestly don't have another Back to the Front. And nobody puts it in their trade binder because everybody already has a Back to the Front. But yes, it's you want some recursion. And then 2 Solemn Strike. These would be Ogres if I had them, but Solemn Strike works great. If you have Ogres but you don't have Ashes, Solemn Strike's a great card because this deck does need a little bit of protection. So that's it for the main deck. It's 40 cards. I usually like 41 cards, but this deck, it needs to get to Zombie World and Rivalry because you just win if you have this out. It's so hard for any deck to play through that. And then for the extra deck is you play 2 Suck. You never need 3. 2 is just fine. Link Kribo. Link Kribo is a great card because you just use that for the Glow Bloom. And then you also get Glow Bloom's effect because it was sent to the graveyard. So a lot of times if you've just got Zombie World and a Glow Bloom, you still got plays because you can get this out. And when you're sitting on this in Zombie World, you've got yourself you got yourself going. Borload, because Borload's just too good. Summon Sorceress, she's just such a play extender. You need to get her, and she got reprinted. I actually pulled her, so it's great. She extends your plays. The Unicorn and the Phoenix, because you need a little bit of Nightmare in there, and you've got enough monster hate, especially with the Doom King, that you don't need that. You really need the back row removal. I had a Tornado Dragon in here, but I took that out for the Phoenix because the Phoenix is more consistent that I can get to. Then, obviously, you play the Cyframe. He's an amazing card, and he's so easy to get out. Then there's Beals. I haven't really seen a lot of people playing Beals.
He's so good, though.
He's so good, though. And especially because you need a Dark Tuner, and all of your tuners are Dark. So it works. And he can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect.
He used to be my only out to Ultimate Falcon. Because, Ultimate Falcon's unaffected by card effects, but if you can deal effect downs, it's permanent. He gains that attack. So it's like they can't really out him either.
Well, it's so great because if they do have an out, they have to use it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you have him and you have Doom King out and maybe something else, and your opponent is going to have to use every bit of resources to get rid of Beals.
Zoom in on his effect though, because it's a really OP impact. It's really OP.
Yeah. So
you guys go.
And then I don't see a lot of people playing this one, but the Red Eye Zombie. It's not that great of a card. If I'm being honest, it's not that great. It is a super fun card to play, though. I love using the Red Eye Zombie Dragon, Necro Dragon. He's just so much fun because he gains the attack for every zombie monster on field and graveyard. So it's usually just like activate Zombie World, get him out. How many cards do both of us have in our graveyards and on the field? Oh, he's at 4,000 attack now. No problem. That happens so often. Excuse me. And he's recursion for your zombies. So, and then Black Rose.
Common in zombies.
It's common in anything that can get to level 7 easily. This card has actually saved me a few times. It's a great card. You have to invest in a Black Rose. I don't even think it really costs anything. Then you have the FA Dawn Dragster. His card's really great because to negate, he has to take care. He has to lose levels. So what you do a lot of times is that you will use You'll use Unizombie to keep targeting him and keep increasing his levels, and then that's how you get up his levels. It's a really great card.
It's a loop.
Yep. Loop. And then I play I actually can never remember his name. The Mud Dragon of the Swamp. It's a good generic level 4. And then the Millenniumized Restrict. It's a good level 1. I say level 1 because it's for the Princess Sprite. But this card's already just so good. Thank you, Lucy, for trading it to me. Appreciate. That's what these two cards are what you hit with your instant fusions, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes this card's dead, so you just can
make a Sprite.
Yeah, make a Sprite. And it's great because you excavate the top. If you don't know what it does, you excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a spell or trap, you add it to your hand. If it's not, then it goes to graveyard, which is exactly what you want. The monsters in the grave and the spells and traps in your hand.
Yeah.
So that's the deck. I just love this deck. It's a lot of fun to play. I've had crazy fun playing it. And one of the reasons I had to create this deck was because Chainburn was getting too strong for tag duels that people wouldn't let me in. So this deck is great for that if your friends aren't letting you play because you're playing Chainburn. So that's all I've got. Fuck you, Farfa.